Hello friends, Scott from Plot River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. I check in with you once a week to update you on my keto progress and try to check in with you at least one other time during the week, usually to share something that I've discovered about the ketogenic lifestyle, but occasionally to share a little something that I've discovered about this journey that we call life. Today is Saturday, which means that it's a check-in day. So I'm going to check in with you on my goals, share a couple of non-scale victories that I've had this week, and yeah, so let's just get right into it. My goals, as you guys know, those who have been following along, I have a few goals here. I have one related to my relationship with Earth's gravity. I have a couple related to my personal wellness. And yeah, so here we go. First, I had a goal to have DDPY workouts every day. Unfortunately, the first couple of days of this week, I was dealing with, I guess, what can best be described as a summer cold. It made its way through my whole family. I thought that I had escaped. Unfortunately, I had not. The good news was it was pretty short-lived, but I missed the first 2 days of the week with my workout, and so I was not 100% on that this week, but I did get 5 out of 7 days. Feeling really good still doing my workouts. I'm feeling, as I've mentioned in the past, like I really have regained my strength and my flexibility, and I'm just moving right along on my program. I'm getting better at doing those push-ups and getting more flexible. So yeah, everything's going really great as far as that goes. Next goal was to get a walk-in daily. Again, for those couple of days at the beginning of the week, I did not get my walk-in, but I have been doing really well on that as well. Actually, now that my wife Liz is back from her conference, she had a conference related to her teaching subject area, family consumer science this week. She was gone Monday to Thursday, but she has committed to me that she wants to get out and walk with me. So we're going to do that some more. Obviously, those of you who follow along on my Facebook page or whatever, you've seen that occasionally she gets out and walks with me. I'd say a couple of days a week. But we even went to the sporting goods store today and got her some official workout clothes. I joked with her that because I spent $40 on her, that now she's committed to walking. If any of you know my relationship with my wife, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. But she's certainly welcome to walk. That is actually what we ended up saying. She's definitely welcome to walk with me. I even got myself a new pair of shorts, so that was exciting. But so the walking has gone good. Like I said, missed the first couple of days this week. But I've been walking every other day this week, and so that's been really great. Been getting the exercise in, feeling good. As a matter of fact, this morning I got my DDPY workout in. I got a walk in with my wife, which was great. And then I actually decided to go to the gym and get a little bit more time on the elliptical machine. So yeah, it's been great. Exercise has been good. I'm feeling good. Getting warm here in Nebraska, so feeling like you want to do more things outside. But we had a great spring, don't get me wrong, but it kind of skipped straight from like wanting to do a few things outside to wanting to stay inside during the day, so you get out and do your things early in the morning or in the evening. Having said that, we've also had the opportunity this week, a little aside here, I guess I'll go into my non-scale victory before I get into a couple of the rest of my goals, I should say. But as summertime is coming, the pool is open, and my sister actually came into town this weekend, and she was here for a day, and she called me and asked if we wanted to go join her at the pool. And my wife and I realized that we had no idea where our summer swim stuff was, because unlike a lot of our keto friends who are on the low-carb cruise this week, our vacation is not till the end of July, so we hadn't even looked for much in the way of summer stuff yet. So we were desperately, looking in boxes and places trying to find our swimsuits from last year. And it was a fun non-scale victory for me. I had a couple of swimsuits. I think the one I wore last year, I think it was a 3X actually last summer. And then I had a 2X that I thought I was going to be wearing this year. And then I had a couple of XL swimsuits that I thought I maybe would get into. Was hopeful. Again, things didn't go perfectly to plan, as those of you who've been following along know. The beginning of this year, that first quarter, I put back on some weight, and so I was thinking that 2X swimsuit was probably going to be what was going to work for me this summer. Well, I put it on, and of course it went on just fine, but then I tried to cinch it up, and I realized that it wouldn't go any tighter the way that it was set up, and it wasn't going to stay on. It was too big. So then I went to the XL swimsuits that I had, and thankfully it worked great. The one that I tried on worked great, and so that was a really fun, unexpected non-scale victory. That was exciting to be in a little bit smaller size than I expected to be. It was great to go to the pool, and I'm really looking forward to that as a means of exercise. Now, The pool that I have is just a pool that my dad owns part of an apartment complex. Well, he owns half of an apartment complex, and that apartment complex has a pool, and I have a key, as the owner's son have a key to the pool. So we go to that pool. It's not a pool where I'm not going to swim laps or anything, but swimming to me, or being in a pool, is a way of getting exercise where you don't feel like you're really getting exercise, but you do burn some calories. So I'm looking forward to that. I enjoy swimming. I actually wish that we had a little bit better rec center here in the town that we live in. We have one. It's not fantastic. It's really old. We actually passed a bond issue last fall to hopefully get a new one, but that'll take a few years. But I love to swim. It's just the facilities aren't great here, and it seems like they're closed all the time. But I would love to swim laps. Like I actually, at a couple different times during my life, I've done some swimming and done some lap swimming, and I really like that. There isn't a whole lot of room at our rec center. There's like 2 lanes, and it seems to be pretty busy all the time, and that's just kind of frustrating for me. But otherwise, I would swim all the time. But anyway, so that was my non-scale victory, was being able to fit into a swimsuit that I hadn't expected to be able to fit into. That was exciting. The next goal I had was to limit my keto snacks to specified days. Again, we changed that goal, so I shouldn't have even mentioned that goal, because we changed that goal. We decided I was going to do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, for basically the month of June. I started at the very end of May, but doing it for the month of June. That went pretty well this week. It didn't go perfectly. The first 2 days of the week, again, I wasn't feeling well. When I don't feel well, I don't do as well on my eating, and that's frustrating to me. It's something that I'm trying to do better with. But long story short, my family was all gone this week. Liz was at a conference. My son was at a youth boys camp for the first half of the week. My daughter was at the youth girls camp for the second half of the week. Just kind of a crazy week and not feeling well. And I had about a day and a half where I didn't eat very well. I kind of threw caution to the wind and ate some things I shouldn't have, ate some things I didn't want to. And so that was kind of frustrating. But again, basically it was like Tuesday and part of Wednesday. Well, Tuesday is kind of where I went off plan, and then on Wednesday, my son got home, and I was back on plan. I was actually eating the 1 meal a day again on Wednesday, but we went to a local Chinese buffet, and while I limited myself they have some beef, and they have some chicken, and then they have some shrimp. It's just kind of in butter, but I know that there's MSG and all that stuff, and there was probably some sugar even in a couple of sauces that I had with the food that I had, so that wasn't a great food day. Thankfully, I've gotten myself back on track. I'm feeling better now. I have a bit of a stuffy nose still. You might be able to hear it in my voice a little bit, but really, I'm feeling good. And that's an interesting thing. I will say another non-scale victory is that still prone to illness, but they don't seem to last as long, which is really pretty nice. Leads me into my next goal, which of course is my relationship with Earth's gravity. As I've mentioned to you guys a couple of days early in the week where I wasn't feeling real well, wasn't getting stuff done, I am not surprised. I was at 312.0 last week. I'm at 312.4 today. So up 0.4 of a pound, which is kind of a bummer, but not going to dwell on it. Again, had a bit of a setback, but moving forward, I basically have 6 weeks till I go on vacation, and actually 6 weeks until I'm both on vacation and hit my 2-year keto-versary. And so my goal was to be at 295.6. I've kind of done the math. A more realistic goal for me, which would be a couple of pounds a week of loss, would put me back under 300 again, so at 299. And that's what I'm going to shoot for. There's a part of me that gets really frustrated by the fact that I'm having to spend weeks to get back under 300, because it was really exciting to me to get under 300 back when I did right at the first of the year. But hey, it is what it is. I don't have a time machine. Can't go back in time. Just going to keep moving forward. Overall, I feel really good and positive, so please don't take this as my feeling negative. I don't. I'm happy with my progress. I was frustrated with being sick earlier this week and frustrated that I kind of let that get to me for a day as far as eating off of my plan. But between eating off of my plan for a day and I think having a whole bunch of MSG and maybe some sugar even on the day that I wasn't technically eating off of my plan, I think that kind of submarined my weight loss a little bit for this week. But again, not upset about that. Moving forward, feeling pretty good. So last goal is to have my Bible study weekly. Been doing that this week. Been reading together with my family, which has actually been pretty awesome. Even though they've been gone this week, read with my son one night, and then got back on with my son and my wife. And then my daughter's back today, so we'll read it together tonight. And anyway, that's been going really good. That's a good part of my life. It's good for my mental health and my spiritual health. So anyway, those are my goals. One other non-scale victory that I wanted to share, as I mentioned, it's becoming summer here. And a lot of my summer clothes from last year, they don't fit anymore. I had to basically give them away. And so I went to the store today, did some shopping. Again, I mentioned this already, but got Liz some workout clothes, which is great. Got me a new pair of workout shorts. And then we were at Walmart, and I wanted to get some, not workout shorts, but like, cargo shorts. And these aren't cargo shorts, actually, but just some nicer shorts, I guess, for lack of a better term. Not gym shorts. And it's just nice to be able to shop at a regular store. I know I've mentioned that to you guys before, and many of you were not at the gigantic size that I was, and I'm happy for you. I hope you never go there. But a few of you who may have actually been at one point in your life a really large size might know what I'm talking about. I got to the point where I couldn't shop at a regular store. I couldn't shop at, Walmart or Target or whatever. I had to shop through big and tall stores and catalogs and that sort of thing. And it's just nice that if I need something, I can go to the store and they have my size. And so I was able to buy a pair of shorts today. And that, I guess, would be my other non-scale victory. Is it's just nice to be able to shop at a regular store. It is one of those things that gratefully I'm starting to take for granted, but I like to take a step back every once in a while and remind myself of where I've come from. The thumbnail for today's video, I wanted to mention that also, is since I was at the gym today, which I don't go to the gym a lot, especially when the weather's nice, but I happened to be at the gym today and took my official gym selfie, which is there's a Nike flag that's up in the background that says "Just Do It," and I kind of like that, so I always take a picture with that in the background. And I found a picture of me at the gym 2 years ago versus this morning, and you can tell me what you think, but I think there's a pretty significant difference in my face, and I'm grateful for that. So anyway, that's my update for the week. I hope that you guys all had a great week. Super jealous of all my friends on the low-carb cruise. No, super happy for all my friends on the low-carb cruise. Maybe my wife and I have talked about maybe we'll do that someday. Probably not next year, because I think that it's kind of a split between the cruise and KetoCon, which are kind of both at the same time. So we're probably not going to plan on it next year, but someday we'd like to maybe go do that. But thank you guys for being a part of my journey. If you've enjoyed my video, if you like my channel, please subscribe to my videos. Hit the like, thumbs up for this video, and hit the bell icon to be notified the next time that I check in with you. Keep calm and keto on. We'll talk to you guys again soon.